Hi Stampers, Donna Gray here again. I thought I would bring you a video today, something a little bit different. I thought I would do a 5 in 20 video tutorial on how to make a mass production of Christmas cards in 20 minutes. So this is the card that we're going to be doing today. The stamp sets that we're using in this card is my favourite stamp set, Star of Light stamp set, and also we're going to be using a sentiment out of the Oh What Fun stamp set as well. Okay, so this is the card, really nice basic card but quite pretty, and so inside and out, so that's what we'll be doing today. Okay, so to do this card we're going to need 5 sheets of our basic black cardstock. I've done those, sorry, I'm going to have to work out the measurements again. Sorry, 6 inches by 8.5 inches, and they're going to be folded in half. And our Whisper White, we're going to need 10 sheets of our Whisper White, and it's cut at 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do today, and we're also going to be using our Night of Navy stamp pad, our Smokey Slate stamp pad, and our Cherry Cobbler stamp pad. We will also be using some fast fuse, our scissor snips. We'll also be using some nice diamantes. And okay, so without further ado, we'll get started. So with our 5 sheets of basic black cardstock, what we're going to do is basically just fold those in half. You can actually have a score line going down the center of these if you wanted to make it a little bit easier. I find that I don't really need to do that. I just bend them in half and fold them over, and it happens quite easily. Just line up your edges and then across with your finger across the fold. So once we get these 5 card bases folded, then we will move on to our stamping section. Okay, so that's the 5 of them folded, ready to go. Okay, so now with our Whisper White sheets, we're going to have 5 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that will be for the front. So the first thing that I do is I stamp my largest stamp first, which is going to be the beautiful glittery spray. I'm going to do that in our Smoky Slate. And going to ink it up. Now you'll find with this it has like a big tail and a little tail, so I've positioned the big tail down that way. It's one, ink it up again. And the whole idea of this is no card is ever going to be identical, which that's okay because they're all handmade, so if they're identical we'd be buying them in a newsagent's that are mass produced. But this is a way of doing something that is handcrafted, but if you have like a production line it just makes it so much easier. Okay, and last one. Okay, I'm going to bring in my Stampin' scrub and clean my stamp. If you don't have a Stampin' scrub, you need one. It is awesome. Not to mention that it looks after your stamps continuously, but so much easier to clean up and clean your stamps as you go. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is stamp the sentiment down in the bottom corner, which I'm going to use my Cherry Cobbler for that, and the Wishing You a Sweet Season stamp. Okay, just line that up in the corner. And as you can see, this will start to take shape very quickly, because all it is a lot of basic stamping and then finishing it off with some diamantes and things to brighten it up a little bit. Stampin' scrub again, clean my stamp, dry it off. Okay, now we're going to bring in the really nice Snowflake and close up my cherry cobbler, the Night of Navy stamp pad. Now this Snowflake actually has like a long pointy end and a short end, so make sure you have the long end going down. So now I'm just going to place that in that corner there. That's one. Ink it up again. That corner there. So the idea of doing this mass production is having a basic plan, and once you've made one, it's just a case of putting them all in line and going through the motions. Clean my stamp again. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the really nice star shape, and still in our Night of Navy we're going to be using that. And I just placed few around. Just remember, when you've got a little stamp, very light handed with a little stamp. Sorry, I'm going to have to clean that off. I need to use a smaller acrylic pad. That's better. Okay, so much better. So I'm just placing them randomly around just to fill in a bit of space. That's our last one. Okay, then I'm going to bring in my other little star out of the Star of Light set. One there. Open up my cherry cobbler again. And some little random ones again. Okay, so that's all the stamping done for the front. So that's been very quick to get that done. Okay, so we'll put those aside and we'll bring in our other 5 bits of Whisper White now, and we'll do the inside stamping. Okay, so for inside I use my Smokey Slate again with my nice sparkly spray of stars and sparkles. This time I have the little end down, stamp up, stamp down, stamp up, stamp down, stamp up, and I have 2 more to go. Okay, now I'm going to clean that stamp and get my Night of Navy ink pad out again. Okay, now we're going to stamp this beautiful saying from the Star of Light stamp set. May your season be peaceful and your new year be bright. In Night of Navy. Just going to line that up in the middle. Line that up in the middle again. So I have 3 more to go. Okay, that's our saying done. And now our little star and our cherry cobbler again. Okay. 1, 4 more to go. And last one for our nice little red stars. There. Clean up the stamp. Okay, that's our stamping done. So that hasn't been very long at all. So we've done our inside and our outside, our front. Okay, so now it's just a case of assembling them together. So we'll bring in our card bases again. Now, depending on how you like to do this, you can use Tombo. Tombo gives you a bit of wriggle room and makes it a lot easier and quicker to line up. As you can see, a bit of wriggle room, line it up that you get a really nice border all the way around. Okay. So we're just going to apply our Tombo to the back, line them up on our base, bit of wriggle room. And as you can see, we are actually nearly finished doing these 5 cards. Probably hasn't even taken me 20 minutes, which is quite amazing. Probably the longest thing that will take me more time will be putting all the Del Montes on, and that will probably take the longest out of everything to do. Okay, so this is our last front to be put on. Okay, now time for our inside piece. Line that up again inside. As I said, you've got wriggle room with your Tombo. Open up the next one inside. Wriggle room to move again. Tombo on the back. Liquid Tombo is great. It gives you a bit of wriggle room, but it actually sticks very, very well. So once you've actually moved it into place and got it where you need it to be, it then has a good strong hold, which is great. 2 more to go. Said, line it up. Have your wiggle room. Last one. Pop it in the middle. Wiggle it around. Line it up. And there you have it. 5 done. I will now pop some diamantes on the front, which I normally do it just with my pokey tool. I find it's quite easy just to grab your diamante with your pokey tool popped one in the middle of the snowflake. I then popped one down where my sentiment is. The idea of diamantes is to be very random with the way where you put them on. If you try to strategically place them, it can look a bit too staged. Okay, so that's the front. Popped just a few inside, which one at the end of my sentiment, one at the beginning of my sentiment, and I just popped one yeah, up on my little star up there. Okay, so I'm not going to waste the time in putting the diamantes on the rest of them, but as you can see, 5 really quick cards by just being organized, having everything ready to go, and mass production. I hope you liked the video. I just thought it'd be something a little bit different. I don't normally do mass production because most of my cards are one of a kind, but I just thought I would do that for something different. Seeing it's coming up to the holiday time and we're all trying to madly get our Christmas cards done for all our friends, and I like to send Christmas cards out to my customers that buy off me as well. Okay, so thank you once again for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you don't miss any of my new YouTube videos. There is a new YouTube video I did today about the November 2016 Stamping Up sale, so be sure to click on my channel and check out the specials that we have available. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Thank you.